On this now, I want to bring in former acting Customs and Border Protection Commissioner Mark Morgan. Sir, welcome back to our program. I want our viewers to see this on screen now. The Department of Homeland Security projects for 2021 got 117,000 crossings. Compared to last year with 33%. You had the pandemic then, but going back to 2019 at 80,000. What's going on here, sir?
Well, Bill, so this is important, and listen to your own words that I agree with. Record numbers, but you're just talking about UACs. Let's talk. I've jotted down a few stats getting ready for this morning. So 117,000 unaccompanied minors, but we're also looking at projected at this rate at 1.4 million total individuals trying to illegally enter this country. Right now, we're looking at almost 5,000 a day that we are encountering on the southwest border illegally entering. 400 of those are unaccompanied minors. Right now, we don't talk about this right now, gotaways. We're looking at almost 1,000 gotaways because our borders aren't secure. If you extrapolate that out, by the end of this year, we're looking at 200,000 gotaways. This is absolutely a crisis, but yet this week, the Secretary of DHS got in front of the American people and lied, saying it's a mere challenge rather than the crisis that it is, Bill.
Well, Mark, that you bring that up, we actually want to show you a little bit of sound here. I mean, this is the case that there are some Democrats trying to sound the alarm, but many are not going to call it a crisis. They just say it's a challenge. Watch.
The crisis was in 2014. The crisis was in 2019. Do we have a crisis right now, the snapshot right now? No. Are we getting there? Yes, if we don't make any changes.
At what point does it become a crisis?
Well, I would say I don't think we need to meet your bar of what we need to call it. We are approaching this humanely.
Is there a crisis at the border, sir?
So, maybe just take the politics out of it for a second. So when you are there as an official at Customs and Border Patrol, what is your threshold level for a crisis?
I'll go back to, Dana, that's a great question. I'll go, because this is not a right or left thing. I'll go back when I was chief of the Border Patrol under a Democratic administration, under then Secretary Jay Johnson, who said, quote, his words, not mine, 1,000 was a bad day. And when I worked for him as the chief, believe me, 1,000 was a bad day. And if you go back to 2019, the same Democrats, including Representative Cuellar, which I respect, he said in 2019 it was a crisis. And right now, the numbers we're seeing are exceeding or meeting the numbers that we were experiencing back in 2019. It's a crisis then, it's a crisis now. This is not a right or left thing, but how they phrase it does depend on which side of the aisle you stand on right now, and the American people deserve better, Dana.
That's a great question, Dana. The president's going to be told that a number of migrant kids is on pace to exceed, kids just now, you talk about unaccompanied minors, to exceed the all-time record by 45%. Well, how do you stop that? How do you slow it down? And if you don't, what's the short-term resolution?
Bill, it's almost too late. Look, this administration within 30 days has because this administration has absolutely dismantled and destroyed every effective policy that had reduced the flow. Like you said, this time last year, it is over 100% increase in minors alone. And you want to talk about cruelty? Look, this country right now, Bill, is actually encouraging and facilitating and incentivizing moms and dads in countries in the Western Hemisphere to hand their kids over to cartels and smuggling organizations to make the dangerous trek during the middle of a global pandemic to illegally enter this country. No, this country should not be doing that. We should be stopping this. And right now, we need AGs and governors of states to stand up and challenge these actions in court. That's the only way we're going to be able to have an impact right now.
That's a great point. I mean, I think about that, too, in terms of the human condition. And I know that many of the migrants are teens, okay? But they're still children. And what a lot of them are going through, and I know the wrenching decision, like to tell your kid, go for it. But this is unacceptable, and it is going to come back to hurt a lot of people. It will be a major, not just a political issue, but it is something that America is going to have to deal with. We cannot pretend it's not a problem.
Yeah, Dana, real quick, and to your point, look, right now, like you said, it doesn't matter. The majority are 15, 16, but they're still minors, right? They are taking this dangerous trek through Mexico, going through COVID hotspots, being in large groups, which are mobile COVID petri dishes. They're being stuffed in overcrowded, unsanitary stash houses, tractor trailers. The list goes on and on. And like you just mentioned in your opening, a good portion of them are testing positive for COVID. This is unconscionable.
It's not okay. Mark Morgan, thank you, sir. We're going to check in with you later in the week. Thank you for your time today.
You bet.